The two best 5A basketball teams of the last 2 years are facing off here in front of a raucous crowd at Olympus High tonight. In 2023, Alta upset Olympus in the state semifinals by a whopping 71-51 to go on and win a 5A state championship. The Titans were able to avenge that 2023 loss, winning 1 of 2 in the regular season and then winning their second 5A state title in 3 years against Alta, 69-61. So that brings us to tonight, where we have a top 15 matchup against revenge-minded Alta and the current best team in 5A, Olympus. This is Olympus Basketball on OlyTV. I'm Lucas Pierce, joined tonight by
James Schwartz.
And before we start, I'd like to give a shout out to our wonderful statistician, Jared Larson, who has been giving us Olympus stats this entire year. Thank you, Jared. Now let's get into the storylines for tonight's matchup. The championship game last year was one to remember, where it was a tightly contested game and Olympus pulled out to win 69-61. The first half was pretty even, with Alta heading into halftime with a 1-point lead, but the Titans really turned it on in the third quarter, where they outscored the Hawks 17-4 and rode that wave to the finish line. It was the Dutch Dowdell show, as he had 34 points and made 6 3-pointers. The Titans don't have Dowdell this year though, so it will have to be Gavin Lowe running the show for the Titans instead. His dominance over nearly all competition continued last Tuesday versus Brighton, where he once again led the team in scoring with 23 points. And so far this season, there has really been no way to stop him. If the opponent gives any sort of lane to the hoop, he'll take it for a layup. If he's given any room from the three-point line, he will make it with ease. So it'll be up to Alta to find a way to stop Lowe. The most promising thing from the rivalry win over Brighton, though, was the contributions on the offensive side from Caden Jackson and Luke Owen, and the contribution on the defensive side from Davey and Lazarus. Jackson and Owen were both lethal from 3, especially early on in the game, to get the Titans out to a lead they never looked back on. Jackson finished with 18 and Owen with 10. And then Lazarus may have not had the best offensive game, but he had his best defensive game. He had Brighton's best player, Josh Mawini, in fits all night, and that was a big reason why Olympus came out with a 68-54 win. But this Alta team is much better than Brighton, even though they have gotten off to a rough start in region play. Alta was in fantastic shape after non-region play ended. They finished 11-1 and wasn't set to face either Olympus or Highland until this week, where they do face both of them. But they were caught off guard by a surprisingly hot Skyline team and then suffered a heartbreaking buzzer-beating home loss against Highland this past Tuesday. So how does the team respond tonight? You have to think revenge is on their mind from the championship loss last year, and that they really want to bounce back after the crushing loss last week. I think we'll see a lot about what the Alta team is made of in the first quarter of tonight's game. Now, who are the players to watch for this Alta team? Everything starts with Dash Reiser, who is averaging over 17 points per game and over 5 assists per game. I'd say he's a very similar player to Gavin Lowe, so what a matchup that'll be between the guards tonight. The Titans also have to watch out for Zach Hypke, who is averaging nearly 16 points per game and had 14 last game against Highland. It's really awesome to see how both teams have replaced their star players from last year. Dutch Dowdell and Jordy Barnes left for the Titans, Jackson Johnson and Carter Doliak left for the Hawks. Yet here both teams are, once again, 2 of the favorites to win it all. Now let's head over to James for the keys to the game.
For Olympus, on the offensive side of the ball, they need to continue to play the way that they have been. All of their role players on this team have been doing a phenomenal job scoring and contributing when this team has needed it. This Olympus team has still been getting 21.4 points per game from Gavin Lowe, and at the same time, scoring averages are rising for players like Caden Jackson and Luke Owen. And if they can get everyone contributing once again on offense tonight, they'll be able to get the win. Defensively, the Titans need to find a way to force turnovers and limit the elite playmaking ability this Alta offense has. Junior guard for the Hawks, Dash Reiser, dishes out 6.8 assists, and his teammates Zach Papke and Matt McKaya combined for another 5.2. This is a lethal offense that the Titans will need to slow down to get the victory tonight. Offensively for Alta, they need to get the lead early. Their 2 junior guards in Reiser and Papke have to play well in the beginning. Reiser leads the team with 18.3 points per game, and Papke isn't far behind with 16.4. The Hawks have to score early and then maintain that lead. This Olympus team has proven that once you get down to them at home, it is very difficult to make a comeback. And on the defensive side for Alta, they need to find a way to limit Olympus's three-point efficiency. Last game against Brighton, the Titans made 12 three-pointers, and it helped them keep the Bengals out of reach. To stop the three-point barrage, the Hawks will need to lock down Caden Jackson, who led the team on Tuesday night with 5 three-pointers made. Alta will have to limit Oly's threes for any hope of toppling the #1 team in the region.
And the games between these two are always good, and both of these teams are so evenly matched. You look at the point totals they average this year, it's both right around 60. Olympus is averaging 65 points per game and Alta 66. And then their defenses are also comparable too, with Alta allowing 53 and Olympus averaging right around 50. So it should be quite the game tonight.
Yeah, this will be a great matchup, and it's a great environment. We've got the Olympus student section showing out. We've got a huge Alta crowd here as well. It should be fun.
And now we're going to step away for the national anthem.
And those who presented with the presentation of our national anthem. Tonight, to present our national anthem, give some love to the Olympus Madrigals.
And now we're going to get you the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. For the Alta Hawks, it'll be #1, Luke Roberts, the senior forward. He's averaging around 5 points per game. #3, Zach Papke, we mentioned him earlier, the junior guard. He's averaging 15.7 points per game. #5, Matt McKay, senior forward, averaging 7.9 points per game. #13, Jackson Langford, the senior shooting guard. And then Dash Reiser should be starting. We just don't have his number right now. We'll get that to you soon. And for the Titans, it'll be #1, Gavin Lowe, the junior guard. He averages 21.4 points per game. #2, Caden Jackson, the junior guard. He averages 11.5 points per game. #4, Ty Goldsberry. He's averaging 7.9 points per game. #13, Davian Lazarus, sophomore forward, who's averaging 3.5 points per game. And then #14, Luke Owen, the senior forward, who's averaging 8.7 points per game.
Senior guard, wearing #13, Jackson Langford. And junior 5'9" guard, wearing #14, Dash
And then number 14 is Dash Riser for Alta. He's averaging 17.5 points per game, clearly the best player for Alta.
Yeah, and I mean, he's averaging crazy amounts of points, and he's also averaging a great amount of assists. So they're going to have to figure out a way to stop his scoring, but also his passing, because he can probably drive in there, and if he doesn't get the shot, pass it out for a great look for his teammates. So Olympus will have to find a way to stop that.
It really will be an insane matchup between the guards tonight. You have Gavin Lowe going against Dash Riser, and then you have Caden Jackson going against Zach Pipke. So that will really decide the game and who ends up being the winner tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, it's exciting in here already. It's getting loud, and we're hearing it up here. And once this game tips off, it's going to be aggressive. And like you said, those guard matchups are going to be so fun to watch all night. The aggressive defense and aggressive scoring ability of both those guard duos is just crazy fun to watch.
And then not only did the Olympus student section show out, but Alta brought a good amount of students from their school too, and that's about a 30-minute drive to here. So good on Alta. We have quite the atmosphere here. The number 6 ranked Titans are led by head coach Matt Barnes, and the number 13th ranked Alta Hawks are led by head coach Travis Orn. In the jump circle, it will be Davian Lazarus and Matt McKay. And we are ready to go tonight for the annual Mort basketball game here at Olympus High School. The championship rematch is underway, and Olympus controls the opening tip. And Gavin Lowe will control the offense for the Titans. He's guarded by Jackson Langford. They try to go inside to Jackson. He's trying to get around the defender, and that is no good. A lot of contact, no foul call. It's Dash Riser guarded by Caden Jackson. Now he passes it off to McKay. McKay's trying to go underneath, but that's going to nearly be stolen away. Can the Titans get it? They can. Gavin Lowe rips it away. Now it's Lazarus. He passes it to Goldsberry. Goldsberry was held scoreless last game against Brighton, but again, other contributors stepped up. Lowe finds Jackson. He's going to shoot the 3. That one is no good. Rebound by Langford. And now Alta's going quickly. It's McKay. He's going to miss the layup. Jackson defending.
Already, this game is fast-paced and aggressive, and I love to see that.
Jackson passes it to Owen. And Owen to Lazarus. Now they get it to Lowe. We'll see what he can do. He was double-teamed for a second. He thought about the 3. Jackson is guarded by Papke. Alta playing some great defense. Olympus with not much room to move. Goldsberry's going to shoot the mid-range jumper. That one's no good. And Alta comes down the rebound. It's Papke. He's able to get around Lazarus. They pass it out to Roberts. Robert to Riser, and they reset on offense. Riser now guarded by Lazarus. They're going to go inside. They have a mismatch underneath with McKay. They can't exploit it. They pass it out to Riser. He's going to shoot the mid-range floater, and that one's good. The first points tonight by Dash Riser.
And that was a beautiful shot. Went up with the floater. And, I mean, the Titans can't let him have that one. He didn't have a ton of room on that shot, but still got it up, so they're going to have to press up even more on him.
Jackson passes it to Lowe. The Titans passing it around the perimeter. They really don't have anywhere to go on offense right now. Lazarus passes to Jackson. He thought about the 3, but Riser forced him to keep it down. Now Lowe trying to go inside the paint, isn't able to. And now the Titans reset. There's 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Gavin Lowe's going to lay it up and in. Much needed points for the Titans.
And already Riser and Lowe leading both teams. 2-2 tied up, and the atmosphere is incredible.
Roberts is going to shoot the 3, and that one's good. Both teams heating up on offense after a slow 2-minute start. Roberts had 15 points in his last game against Highland. Gavin Lowe's going to shoot the 3, and that one is good. swish for Gavin Lowe as that was contested.
Deep contested three by Gavin Lowe, and that's what he does. You can't give him any space.
And then Goldsberry is going to foul Papke as he tried to go up with the shot, so we will have our first free throws tonight. And boy, is there a lot of energy in this gym.
Both crowds getting into it, and teams going back and forth scoring. This atmosphere is incredible.
First free throw is good by Papke. He had 14 points against Highland. So interestingly enough, for Alta, they had 3 players with double figures last game. They still weren't able to get it done. Second one is good from Papke. And now the Titans look to respond on offense. Little over halfway through this first quarter. And it's Gavin Lowe guarded by Jackson Langford. Goldsberry passes it to Jackson, who passes it to Owen. He thought about the three but didn't take it, and now he's going to turn the ball over, and it's Reiser bringing it up the floor. And Jackson is nearly able to force the steal, but they're going to call a jump ball, and it will be possession Alta.
Well, you got to give credit to Alta on defense. I mean, they are locking up Olympus with this man coverage and forcing bad plays and turnovers like you saw there.
Olympus student section hounding Papke, but he still gets it in easily to Reiser. Langford's going to shoot the three. That one is an air ball, and it will be off of Alta. So now Olympus will get the opportunity to respond on offense. It's Goldsberry, passes it to Owen. Now Owen to Lowe. Lowe tried to pass it over to Lazarus, wasn't able to find a lane to do so, and now he has it back. Lowe's going to drive, and he's going to be swatted away by Alta. Now Reiser's going to go late, not able to put the shot in. It's Goldsberry who comes down with the rebound. Olympus has a 4-on-2 here. Gavin Lowe passes it to Jackson, and it's blocked by Jackson Langford. That's 2 blocks in a row by Alta.
And wow, that was incredible defense. Gavin Lowe made an amazing pass, but wow, what a block by Langford there. I mean, that was just incredible.
That was a 4-on-2 for the Titans, so great job by Alta to be able to get back and stop an easy layup. Jackson finds Goldsberry now, who finds Owen. Owen's trying to drive double team, but Papke fouls him. That'll be Alta's first foul of the game. And for as good as both offenses is in this one, it's really the defense is showing up early.
And I mean, I think that's what's going to decide the game here, because there are so many offensive threats on both teams that how each team plays defense is what's going to decide.
Gavin Lowe finds Lazarus. I think that one was tipped too. That one by Matt McKay. Now it's Reiser who's guarded by Evans. One of 2 substitutions along with Malachi Phillip for the Titans. McKay's gonna go inside and he loses his footing. That's a traveling violation.
Now the Titans have got to slow down on this possession a little bit. They've got to make something happen. On the last couple possessions, it feels like Gavin Lowe's at the top of the key, just waiting for someone to move, get open, something to happen.
Phillip passes it to Lazarus, and now to Evans. Evans guarded tightly by Boston Gray, a substitution for Alta. Gavin Lowe has the ball once again. He's going to try and drive. He passes it to Goldsberry. He's going to shoot the 3. That one's good, and the Titans have a 1-point lead.
And, you know, Alta can't let that happen. Olympus's 3-point shooting is one of their main offensive weapons. They can't let them shoot open 3s.
This game has had incredible rhythm to it, very few long stoppages. As Reiser's going to try and go around, Lazarus isn't able to, and Lazarus's presence in the paint has been so key for the Titans.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it last game. He had several blocks against Brighton, played great defensively, limiting Brighton's best player. So he's such a presence in the paint, and he's got to continue to be that tonight for them to win.
Lowe's trying to get separation. He finds Evans cutting to the hoop, and he's fouled going up for the layup, so he will be headed to the free throw line.
Chance to go up by 3 here. These are kind of big free throws, because if you can extend this to a 3-point lead, makes it that much harder for Alta to tie the game up again.
And free throws were really a big difference in the Brighton game too. I don't think Brighton shot any better than 50% in their free throw shooting, while Olympus didn't miss one. So that was really a big difference in a 14-point win as Nate Watson checks in for Davian Lazarus. Evans missed the first, he'll try to make the second now. Second one is up, that one is good, so the Titans have a 2-point lead. Alta brings it up the floor with Reiser, he passes it off to Papke. It's Gray who has it, he's guarded by Evans. And then Reiser's guarded by Goldberry. Papke gets around Phillip, he's gonna shoot the long 2 and it's no good. Phillip with the rebound. Phillip is trying to drive, but he's double teamed. Now he picked up his dribble, gets it out to Watson. Watson nearly loses control of it. Goldsberry is there for the pass. Phillip is gonna shoot the 3 right here. That one's no good. And Reiser comes down with the rebound. Shooting the 3 is Gray. That one is no good. That was a high arcing 3. And now the Titans are looking to go quickly. They're gonna find Evans. That's a long 2, I believe, and that's an air ball.
Wasn't really in rhythm on that shot, transition shot. It's difficult to make those, but you don't like to see air balls either.
That's not really his types of shot either. You're gonna see him hit more layups, more mid-range jumpers. Now it's Reiser who has it. He moves around the screen, now he's guarded by Phillip. He's gonna shoot the long 2. What a beautiful shot by Dash Reiser.
And wow, I mean, his shots so far have been incredible. And he just dropped Phillip to the floor there and swished the mid-range right in his eye.
Now Gavin Lowe with 7 seconds left on the clock. He's gonna shoot the jumper himself. That one is good. Incredible by Dash Reiser and Gavin Lowe. What an incredible end to the first half. Some insane long 2-pointers, and the Titans hold an 11-9 lead.
And we saw another back and forth between Reiser and Gavin Lowe. At the beginning of the game, they swapped 3s, and now they swapped incredible mid-range shots. Reiser had an ankle breaker, and then swished it. Gavin Lowe had a turnaround contested. I mean, this is incredible basketball to watch. Both teams are playing amazing, and this is going to be a great game.
And we said it earlier, it really was the matchup between the guards, Gavin Lowe and Dash Reiser. And both of them are performing really well. Dash Reiser has 4 of Alta's 9 points. Gavin Lowe has 7 out of the Titans' 11 points.
Yeah, and I mean, both teams have got to start limiting their leading scorers. Reiser and Lowe, both teams have got to start figuring out how to defend them. And then the role players on both teams have got to start stepping up, getting more open shots, shot creating.
But also, too, even with that, you can say both defenses have been really good as well. So,
for sure.
It's just going to be one of those games where it's back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, you see it already here. Titans with a 2-point lead. That could change. Alta gets a 2-point lead right away.
Alta, I think Olympus did a really good job of managing Alta's hot start. You could tell that they were motivated and they were moving really quick down the floor, but Olympus's defense did a good job of limiting what they could do. Gavin Lowe will start for the Titans. Luke Owens back in the game for the Titans. He's in for Ty Goldsberry. Now they pass it to Evans and now Owen. They pass it back to Phillip. He's going to shoot his second three of the game. That one is no good. Rebound by Langford.
Interestingly enough, we haven't seen Caden Jackson getting a lot of action. He hasn't gotten a lot of space on the three, so that's a great job by Alta, limiting him, because that's where he's lethal from, when he gets open on three.
And that's a traveling violation on Reiser. That's Alta's second of the first half. As Phillip checks out for number 33, Luka Milas.
And returning to the box, number 5, Matt McKay.
In the game for Alta now is Colin Hansen. He checked in at the start of the second quarter. That three by Jackson is no good. Evans isn't able to come down with the rebound, and now Alta's out and running. Langford's gonna shoot the three. That one is no good, a little long, but they aren't able to come down with the rebound. They find Hansen, now he's looking to drive. And that'll be another traveling violation on the Hawks.
Well, great defense by Olympus, forcing them into situations where they can't take the layup. Titans are standing strong, and they're just taking 3 steps.
Now can the Titans extend their lead while Alta's offense is turning the ball over? Jackson passes it to Lowe. Lowe's guarded tightly by Langford. He's gonna shoot the three. That one is no good. That was a bit of a forced shot.
Yeah, you can tell Gavin Lowe, he's trying to do everything he can to lead this team, but his teammates need to get open, create their own shots as well.
Now Alta with another opportunity on offense, and the shot finally goes down. It was Dash Reiser after 2 offensive rebounds. Olympus has to rebound better.
I absolutely agree. They need to start winning the rebound battle. The possessions keep switching and switching. I think if Olympus can start getting some more offensive rebounds, they will be in a great place and they will be able to score off them.
That'll be tipped out of bounds by Alta. Olympus retains possession as Ty Goldsberry checks in for Jack Evans. Gavin Lowe's looking to inbound the ball. He finds Jackson, and now he's gonna drive. Jackson finds Lowe, who's open from 3, and it's good. Gavin Lowe with a 3-pointer. He's up to 10 points.
10 points in the first half, and he's not done yet. I don't think he is, at least, and that's all you can ask for from that team leader and helping them to take the lead in this game.
Dash Reiser is on fire from mid-range, though. He can't miss either, and he cuts the deficit to 1. Now Owen passes it right to Jackson Langford. Can he lay it up? He goes around. Gavin Lowe plus the foul. So Alta takes the lead, and they'll have a chance to extend it at the line.
Wow, and I mean, this is just showing right now the offensive versatility of Alta. They have Dash Reiser one play, come down, make a great play, and then they have Langford come down to get the and one, take the lead, possibly make it a 2-point lead.
Returning to the Titans, David Mazur.
Langford, those were Langford's first points of the night. He'll have the chance to make it 3 right here, and he does. So as you mentioned earlier, this thing can switch on a dime, and we expect to do that. Expect to have a whole bunch of lead changes tonight. Jackson finds Owen, who finds Goldsberry, who's open from 3. That one is no good. Owen's able to get the rebound, though. Now he's double teamed. Goldsberry to Lowe. Lowe's gonna drive now. And it is a foul on Boston Gray, much to the dismay of the Alta student section.
Yeah, and the Alta coach was not very happy about that foul call.
Checking into the game for Alta is Kobe Goodfellow, replacing Boston Gray. Lowe gets it into Goldsberry, and now he's looking to drive. He's gonna shoot the floater. That one is good. Nice shot by Goldsberry for 2.
And that's exactly what they need to start happening, because as much as you love the production out of Gavin Lowe, they need their other players to start stepping up to make defense harder for Alta.
It's Hansen, he passes it to Papke. That mid-range jumper is good, and Alta just can't be stopped from mid-range right now.
Yeah, the Titans are gonna have to start figuring out a way to guard the mid-range, but also keep the paint secure, not letting him pump fake and drive.
Goldsberry finds Lowe. Lowe's trying to get separation. He passes it to Owen. This two-pointer is no good by Owen, and it's Hansen who comes down with the rebound. Papke is guarded by Jackson. He's trying to get around him, isn't able to. He passes it to Langford. Langford's looking to drive. He has a lane, and that'll be a traveling violation again on Alta. The Olympus defense is doing a great job of forcing those.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if Olympus is fouling them. That was clearly a travel. He walked 3 or 4 steps, so Alta's got to figure that out, figure out how they're going to stop traveling.
And Alta calls a timeout right at the midway mark of the second quarter. They have a 2-point lead. It's been quite the battle between these two teams, and these two teams are you can tell they're right on each other's level.
Yeah, they're both very aggressive. One problem that I think both teams are having is that their best player is scoring, but no one else is contributing as much. They need the rest of their players to step up and be moving around, getting open, if not just creating good passes for their lead ball handlers.
And I think that's really, while it's true for both teams, I think that's really true for the Titans, because right now you have Gavin Lowe with 10 points and Ty Goldsberry with 5 points and Jack Evans with 1. You're gonna need some more besides Gavin Lowe.
Yeah, and I think my go-to idea would be get Caden Jackson points. Caden Jackson needs to get some points here to help the Titans get a big lead.
Passing around the perimeter, Gavin Lowe's open from 3. It's no good, a little long, but Phillip comes down with the rebound. He lays it up and in.
And that's what happens when you win the rebounding battle. You get second chance points like that.
And Phillip did a great job of going between two defenders to lay it up and in. It's Goldsberry was defending. Now it's Reiser's going to put up the floater. That one is no good. Rebound by Alta. They pass it back out to Reiser. He thought about the 3. Alta doing a great job of passing it around. Now it's McKay who's going to be fouled on the layup attempt. That's the second foul on Goldsberry of the game. Second of Olympus of the second quarter, and now it's McKay at the free throw line. First one is up, and it is good. So Alta is back in the lead by 1 point. Second one is up. That one is no good, as Goldsberry comes down with the rebound.
Not very much noise from the Olympus crowd there on those free throws.
You have to assume that'll change if the game is close as we get later into this one. Phillip finds Lowe now. Langford is guarding Lowe, and now Lazarus. Jackson is guarded by Papke. Lowe's gonna find Lazarus, and that'll be about out of bounds turnover by the Titans.
And I think if Lazarus hadn't gone for that ball, that would have been Titans' ball. I think it got tipped there.
And so now Reiser brings it up the floor. It's Hansen who's guarded by Phillip, and now it's Langford passing it back to Reiser. Reiser gets separation from Lazarus, and he isn't able to put that 2 in the hoop. Phillip is trying to get the ball out, and he gets it to Goldsberry. Not much room for Goldsberry to move either. Now they're going to get it to Phillip, who lays it up and in. Great pass by Goldsberry.
Yeah, and Phillip is starting to be an offensive presence tonight. There's his second layup. So great job by him, creating shots, getting open, and that's exactly what he needs to do.
There's 2 minutes left in this first half. What a contest we have between these two teams. It's Papke who's going to not lay it up and in, and McKay is able to come down with the rebound. Langford nearly shot the 3, and now they pass it out to Reiser and reset. Reiser gets around Lazarus, isn't able to put it in, but that will be off of Alta. And it will be Titans ball. Jack Evans is back into the game for the Titans. And for Alta, looks like Luke Roberts is back into the game along with Boston Gray. Lowe finds Evans. Evans is going to get into the paint. He passes it back out to Lowe as there was no room in the paint. Lowe finds Evans. He passes it to Jackson, passes it to Lazarus. That is going to shoot the three, and that one is good. Beautiful passing around the court for the Titans.
And that's what Lazarus does on offense. He is a three-point threat.
Reiser now, he finds Gray. Gray's guarded tightly by Evans. They're going to go inside to McKay. Can he get around Lazarus, what Josh Mawhinney wasn't able to do? And that'll nearly be turned over, but not. Now Langford goes up and around and lays it up and in. Unfortunate for the Titans.
Yeah, almost had that there, almost got the possession. They've got to secure the ball more quickly after they get rebounds.
Caden Jackson, guarded by Gray. He's just moving around the perimeter right now. Now they're passing it to Lowe. 30 seconds left in this second quarter. Titans up by 2. They won't be able to hold for the last shot. And that'll be a turnover by Lowe. He wasn't able to control the ball. And now Alta has a chance to tie or take the lead before half.
And that is a rare mistake by Gavin Lowe. He is one of the best ball handlers on this team, so unexpected to see that.
We definitely do not see him do that often. And so Reiser brings it up the floor slowly. You have to assume Alta will have the final shot of this first half, and what a half it's been. McKay passes it to Papke, and now they're going to get it to Reiser. There's 3 seconds left. He has to put a shot up, and the wild shot is no good. So the Titans will go into halftime with a 23-21 lead. What are your thoughts on that first half?
Well, I mean, just incredible by both teams. Incredible scoring, incredible defense. I think one thing that both teams need to do a little more of is with this man coverage, screens. They need to start setting screens on the ball handlers and getting, I think that will help both teams create more open shots for them.
Those are great thoughts, James. And this is everything we expected it to be. It's going to be a close one throughout this entire one. And we're going to send it into the halftime break with the Titans leading 23-21. I'm Lucas Pierce.
I'm James Schwartz.
We'll be back after halftime.
Fresh off their region championship, less than a few days ago, it's time to get loud for your Athenians as they dance their show routine that consistently earned high marks at every competition thus far. Led by head coach Allie Ashford, please welcome your region champs, the Athenians. Olympus cheer competed and clinched first place in the cheer categories of show and cheer, which crowned them the 5A overall champion, led by head coach Haley Casso. And please give a loud cheer for your region champions, the Olympus cheer team.
Yeah, I'm gonna come switch you. I'll go this way.
game sponsors, Intermountain Sports Medicine. Olympus is proud to highlight our fantastic partnership with Intermountain Healthcare, a true titan of our community. Joining us tonight is Tasha's outstanding athletic trainer team, who is dedicated to keeping our student athletes at their best.
Welcome back as we're about to start the second half here at Olympus High School. It was a very defensive but close first half as the Titans came out with a 23-21 lead. How are they going to keep that lead, James?
Well, I think they've got to start spreading the ball around. They need other players to get open and score. I think Caden Jackson has to score this half. I believe he went scoreless in the first half, and that is a huge, that has a huge impact on this Titans scoring output because he's their second leading scorer, I believe, on the team. So if he's not scoring, something's wrong, and they're not going to score as much as they should.
And it will be Alta who starts the second half with the ball. They will be heading to their side, their student section now. Olympus will be headed to their side of the court. Reiser will bring it up the floor for the Hawks as we're underway in the second quarter. Reiser passes it to Papke, and they pass it back to Reiser. Olympus now in a zone defense, looks like a 3-2. Langford passes it to Reiser. Reiser finds Roberts, and that's another traveling violation on Alta.
Wow. And that is like 4 or 5 travels on Alta combined with the ones they had in the first half. So that is a real problem for them, and it's a surprising one to see in high school basketball.
And you really don't see that in any sort of basketball either. Most teams are able to avoid those travels. Alta's had so many tonight. Goldsberry finds Lazarus. And now to Jackson. Jackson has been held in check pretty much all game. Goldsberry nearly loses control of it. He gets it to Lazarus though. And now it's Lowe who has it. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. They're gonna have to put up a shot. Lowe's gonna put up a crazy mid-range jumper over 2 defenders. It somehow goes in.
Wow, I mean, he's so good at those turnaround shots, and turnaround, he jumped super high, made the mid-range, incredible shot.
McKay finds Roberts now, and that's going to be a foul on Caden Jackson, I believe, as Roberts tried to split the double team.
Good hustle, almost had the steal there, but you're gonna get the foul called sometimes, sometimes you won't.
And coaches don't hate those hustle kinds of fouls either. Roberts has it, he passes it to Papke. And now it's Reiser, and now they get it back to McKay. McKay to Reiser, he's guarded by Goldsberry. Open for 3 is Papke, and that one is no good off the back of the rim, but McKay comes down with the rebound, and it goes in after multiple bounces off the rim.
And I mean, I think the thing that made the difference there was Lazarus went up with one hand, tried to tip it out of kind of the pile of guys that was in there. You got to go up with 2 hands to grab it.
Gavin Lowe, he passes it to Owen. Owen thought about the 3, but good defense. And Lazarus is going to shoot the 3. That one is good. That's now the fifth 3 of the game for the Titans, and Lazarus is second.
And this is how they pull away. So Alta's going to have to score and not let them make 3s.
That's Papke with the 3. It's no good, but it's McKay with the rebound once again, and Langford controls now. Roberts is going to shoot the 3 this time. That one is no good, and it's going to be a foul on Alta, I believe. Yes, it is, so Olympus will get the ball back.
Well, Olympus has a chance here to extend their lead to 7 or 8, and that would be huge if they were able to do so.
And really, Olympus has come out hot from 3, and Alta has not. Alta has missed multiple open looks. Jackson now finds Lazarus, who was open for the layup, but they're going to call a touch foul on Matt McKay first.
Well, I like to see that. I want to see more of Davian Lazarus inside. He is so tall. He's got such a height advantage, and he's got such a big wingspan that if he can get inside and get open, no one's going to be able to stop him.
Goldsberry to Owen. Owen thought about going inside. Now he passes it back out to Lowe. Lowe finds Goldsberry. He's going to shoot the three. That one is good. And the Titans are now out to an 8-point lead early in this second half.
Wow, 2 threes for the Titans just like that. 31-23. You can't let that happen.
And now that's a turnover. The Titans have a 2-on-1 here. Gavin Lowe's going to go up and lay it up and in. The Titans have all the momentum coming out of halftime.
Wow, 10-point lead. Electric layup for Gavin Lowe, and that got this crowd going.
Olympus's zone defense has caused Alta fits. They really have nowhere to go on offense as Jackson knocks it out. And you have to wonder if Coach Travis Orrin for Alta decides to call a timeout here eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you have to regroup and realize, hey, we just went down 10. And like I was saying before, in this atmosphere with the Olympus offensive production, it is hard to come back from being down 10.
What a steal by Gavin Lowe. Now the Titans running quickly up the floor. Lazarus gets it to Goldsberry, and now he gets it back out to Lazarus. And Lowe nearly loses control. He's going to find Owen. Somehow got it to him. That was a wacky pass. Lowe's looking to go underneath, and that'll be a turnover. McKay controls it. Alta needs to find some offense here. It's Papke. He's guarded by Goldsberry. Now it's Boston Gray. He's going to shoot the deep three. That one's no good off the front of the rim. And now the Titans moving quickly. That's going to be a blocking foul. Great job by Gavin Lowe drawing the foul. And I believe it was Luke Roberts who wasn't able to stop his feet.
Well, the defensive presence for the Titans right now is just incredible. I mean, Alta has not gotten any good looks really, and the Titans have gotten, I believe, 3 steals at the start of this half. So this is just incredible play defensively and offensively by the Titans, and this Alta team looks like they don't know what hit them.
And this is very reminiscent to the third quarter of the state championship game last year where Olympus just took a big lead as Owen is able to put that shot in, but he gets the rebound and will be at the free throw line.
And you can tell he's a little disappointed in himself that he didn't make that, but he's glad he got the foul and gets these 2 free throws.
Owen making his first trip to the line. He's looking for his first points tonight. First one is up, it is good. So he's on the board and the Titans now extend their double-digit lead.
And I don't think anyone thought this is how the beginning of this second half would go. Everyone thought this was gonna stay a back and forth close game, and now Alta is gonna have to fight super hard to get back in this game.
Goldsberry comes down with the rebound as Alta wasn't able to control it after the missed free throw. And now that'll be out on Alta. Close call, but Olympus will take it. Goldsberry can't pick up his dribble there though.
Yeah, and I think you also need a little more off-ball movement from the Titans when someone's trapped like that. You don't want him picking up his dribble, but if he does, you gotta move around more.
Lowe's gonna drive, lay it up and in. You cannot give this guy a lane or he will kill you in the paint. And now Alta finally calls a timeout. They're gonna try to stop the bleeding. The Titans are now on a 13-2 run, more than halfway through this third quarter.
And Gavin Lowe on that layup, so contested. It looked like he had no chance to make it. Got it up and around. Oh my goodness. Just how?
He's so good at driving to the paint, and you think for a smaller guy that he wouldn't be able to do so, but you give him any lane and he's going to kill you in the paint.
Yeah, and he's lethal from both sides. He, on the right, gets great layups. On the left, great layups. We've seen it. We've seen both tonight, and it's just incredible to watch.
Now, what do you think Alta needs to do to get back into this one?
You know, it's a difficult question. We haven't really seen anything much from too many people except for Riser. Scoring-wise, we haven't seen any dominance except for Riser, really. So I feel like they're going to need someone else on their team to stand out, start scoring some more points for them. Papke has shown some flashes of it, but hasn't really made an impact yet.
And Alta really had an opportunity at the start of the third quarter. They had multiple open looks from three. They weren't able to hit them, and it proved very costly as Olympus has been hot in the second half.
Yeah, and I believe Papke had those 2 open looks, missed them both. It was surprising to see that from the team's second leading scorer.
Alta needs some points quickly. Reiser gets it to Langford, and now it's Boston Gray. He's guarded by Goldsberry above the 3-point line. Langford's looking to drive on Owen. He passes it out to Reiser. Now it's Papke who's guarded by Lazarus. He goes around him, lays it up and in. Much needed points for Alta.
There's Papke showing a little bit of what he can do.
Gavin low to Goldsberry, and now to Owen. Owen was open from 3 for a second, and then he turns the ball over. Langford is bringing up the floor. It's a 4-on-3 for Alta. Reiser tries to go around Jackson, isn't able to, now brings it back past the 3-point line. Langford is now driving on Owen. Can he get around him? Yes, he can. The shot goes in, and Alta's quickly coming back.
Yeah, well, I mean, out of the timeout, that's exactly what you want to see if you're the Alta coach. You want to see 4 quick points and good defense.
Jackson's going to shoot the deep 3, and that one's good. Jackson finally gets on the board, his first shot made tonight.
And we knew it was going to happen at some point tonight. He is lethal from 3. It's what he does best, and it helps them pull away.
And that'll be a foul called on the Titans. It'll be on Luke Owen, I believe, as he gets checked out of the game for Malachi Phillip.
Well, Malachi Phillip has had a good game tonight so far. I believe he has 4 points, and he's had a positive impact on the offensive and defensive side.
He's had some critical layups. One of those came off of an offensive rebound. Alta, let's see what they do here. Now they get it to Reiser, who's guarded by Lowe. Reiser passes it back out to Langford. He's going to shoot the 3. That's no good, but McKay comes down with the rebound. Is he able to control it? Alta is able to. It's Papke. Now Papke's driving really quickly. He goes tumbling down and draws the foul.
And Olympus was making a lot of contact on that possession. You figured there was going to be a foul called somewhere on that play.
Alta really likes to drive into the paint very quickly. You've seen a lot of hard falls from them after those made or missed layups.
Yeah, and I think they've shown that their 3-point shot is not necessarily their strength. It's not their go-to. They like the mid-range. They like the layups.
Second one is up. It is good. And now checking out of the game for Alta is Boston Gray. Coming in as Luke Roberts. We have a 10-point game with Olympus in the lead with 1:20 left in this one. Jackson's going to shoot the 3. That's good. And Jackson's getting hot from 3. As you mentioned, that's what the Titans needed.
Yeah, and that's how they pull away. You saw it against Brighton. Once he started making 3s, he made, I believe, his 4 or 5 right in that same time frame. So once he starts making them, he keeps making them.
And somehow that ball is off of Alta. Caden Jackson is not happy about it. Now the refs are going to discuss it. That comes off of a Dash Reiser air ball. Is the first really bad miss that Reiser's had tonight. And they do change possession to Olympus ball. Now it's the Alta student section who is not happy with the refs.
Yeah, and I think the refs have actually been pretty fair all night. They've been letting both these teams play hard, not calling a whole lot of fouls. So yeah, they've been doing a great job tonight.
I agree, the refs have been pretty consistent. We're under a minute left in this third quarter. Gavin Lowe slowing the offense down for the Titans. He passes it to Goldsberry. Goldsberry nearly had it tipped away. Now it's Lowe again. Lowe's trying to get into the paint. They find Jackson. He's open from three. He makes another one. Alta cannot leave Caden Jackson open like that.
3 threes for Caden Jackson, and we've been saying it all night. It was going to happen.
Big three from Dash Reiser to cut the lead to 13. And now Olympus will hold for the final shot. Gavin Lowe finds Jackson. It would be poetic if it was Jackson to hit the shot right before we go into the fourth quarter break. Lowe's gonna shoot the three. That one is no good. It looked like he was trying to draw a foul, and Reiser isn't able to put this shot up in time. So after the end of the third quarter, the Titans are up 13 points, 45-32. What a third quarter, really.
Yeah, I mean, and the story of that third quarter, Caden Jackson helping the Titans keep this huge lead in what's been a close game the entire first half. 13 points is a huge lead, and the Titans did an amazing job coming out of the half, getting up by 10, and Alta does not know what hit them. They cannot come back right now.
Now the student section doing their I believe that we will win chant. And that third quarter was just really reminiscent to the one in the state championship game too. Olympus just somehow came out of halftime and asserted their dominance. It's really wild, the similarities between the two.
Yeah, and like we've been saying, it's hard to come back against Olympus at home. We've seen it all year. When teams get down by like 10 or more, it is very hard to come back. So Alta will have to play out of their minds this fourth quarter if they want to come back.
It'll be Olympus who starts with the ball in this fourth quarter. But they cannot let their guard down. They cannot take the air out of the ball yet, though. They have to continue scoring because Alta can come back in a hurry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jackson is guarded by Reiser, nearly loses possession right there. Now he's trying to drive. He finds Goldsberry cutting to the hoop. That layup doesn't go in. McKay with the rebound. Now it's Reiser. He finds McKay. He's driving to the hoop. That layup is no good. The refs call a foul, though. So it looked like he was hit on the arm going up with the shot.
Still such an aggressive game. It's been aggressive all night. Both teams playing hard. We've reached, it feels like a bit of a point where Olympus has a comfortable lead. They're gonna now still try to score, probably take a little bit longer with possessions as they kind of try to run out the clock a little bit. They want this fourth quarter to run out as fast as it can so that they can win.
And really what you don't want to do is let Alta have opportunities at the free throw line where the clock stops. If Alta makes their free throws, that's really the avenue in which Alta can make this a game quickly.
Yeah, and Olympus, especially in this fourth quarter, they need to get rebounds. They need to get offensive if they can, but especially defensive.
And then that'll be a foul on Dash Reiser, who is going against Caden Jackson, trying to cross the court. Gavin Lowe will be inbounding to one of his Titans teammates. They get it into Jackson. And now he brings it back out. It's Jack Evans, just recently checked into the game. Gavin Lowe trying to get some separation from Roberts, isn't able to. Gavin Lowe with the creative spin move, isn't able to lay it up and in, but he gets fouled as he tumbles hard to the ground.
And that was a somewhat funny scene to see. Gavin Lowe drove in, and as he laid it up, he had about 3 or 4 guys right around him and everyone else out on the three-point line open.
It really shows how much attention gets put on Gavin Lowe and how much attention really needs to be put on him.
Yeah, absolutely.
First one is up. It is good for Lowe. Pretty sure after missing their first free throw of the night, the Titans haven't missed one since. The second one is up, and that one is good as well. Gavin Lowe goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Titans keep the lead at 13.
Like you say, it's important to make your free throws, especially this late. The clutch free throws keep you in the lead.
What a shot by Dash Reiser, getting separation from Gavin Lowe, as that was a deep three.
That was at least an NBA three, and wow.
Caden Jackson now to Gavin Lowe as Alta student section is getting a little louder. Phillip with the ball now, he brings it back out past the three-point line. They get it to Lazarus, who gets it to Jackson. Now they're going to try and go inside to Lowe, whose double team is stolen away by Jackson Langford, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll head back to Alta, but that was a big play as Alta wasn't able to get any fast break points.
Yeah, I agree. Caden Jackson with the tip, stopped the fast break, is able to let Oli set their defense and make it easier for them to defend.
Reiser now passes to McKay, and now to Roberts. Roberts is guarded by Phillip, and now they're going to go back to Reiser. What can Reiser do here? He's up to 14 points tonight. He's going to lay it up and in. He goes around Caden Jackson.
Well, he's showing exactly why he's the leading scorer, hitting an extremely deep three and then going in and getting a nice layup.
And we have an 8-point game here. This game isn't over, as there's still a whole lot of time to play. Gavin Lowe's going to do the reverse layup, and it goes in.
And we're getting a bit of a sense that this fourth quarter might be Reiser versus Lowe.
And now it's Langford who lays it up and in. Both defenses breaking a little bit, and we're seeing the offense open up a little bit more. Jackson's guarded by Reiser. He's looking to pass the ball. He does pass it to Evans. Evans to Lazarus now, and now to Phillip. They get it back to Lowe, who's guarded by Langford. Lowe finds Jackson. He's going to shoot the deep three. I think that one was tipped, and Phillip saves it for the Titans. There's 9 seconds left on the shot clock now. They pass it out to Phillip, and now back to Phillip. He's going to shoot the three. That one does not go in, off the front of the rim, and now Alta can make this a 6 or 5 point game. Reiser's going to shoot a deep three. That one is good, and Alta's right back in this game. We've got a 5-point game with under 5 minutes left.
Incredible shooting from Reiser, and you know, they needed something in the clutch and they went to it. And you expected an Olympus timeout there. I mean, they let a 13-point lead slip away, 5-point lead now. So yeah, they gotta talk it over and say, hey, we gotta lock in, we gotta score.
And I mean, you can tell this one's coming down to the wire. You knew Alta wasn't going to go away. It was just really if Olympus could hold that run they were going to go on until there was no time left. But obviously that wasn't the case, as Alta's right there.
Yeah, I mean, you felt like there was a chance Olympus kept the lead by 10 or more. Instead, we saw Reiser turn on the flame and made 2 deep threes and a nice layup to get this to a 5-point game.
And really it's pretty much been all Dash Reiser on this comeback for Alta. He has hit some very deep threes that not many players can make. And Olympus needs to do a better job of not giving him any room to shoot.
Yeah, and he has 19 right now, and he got 8 of that within like the last 2 minutes. So they can't let him keep scoring like that.
And the matchup we were watching tonight, Gavin Lowe versus Dash Reiser, boy, it hasn't been a good one, as Lowe's up to 20 points and Reiser has 19.
I mean, just incredible basketball to watch.
Out of the timeout, what did Coach Barnes draw up for the Titans? Owen finds Lowe. They tried to get it back to Owen, but they weren't able to. And now it's Goldsberry who has it. Lazarus Gets it back to Lowe, and the Titans reset. There's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They got to put a shot up. Gavin Lowe with the step back jumper, doesn't go in. And now Alta can make this a one-possession game. Reiser is going to turn the ball over, as that was great pressure defense by Gavin Lowe, and somehow he didn't touch it and it still went out.
Yeah, kind of took the spontaneous shot on offense, but made up for it with the great play on defense.
Now the Titans going slow. Lowe speeds it up a little bit now. Lazarus to Lowe. And now Lowe's looking to do some work. He finds Evans and he turns it over to Papke. Now Papke's going to try and go against Luke Owen, and that should be an offensive foul. It is! Great job by Luke Owen setting his feet.
Wow, and Olympus is not having a whole lot of offensive success right now, but wow, they are doing a great job on defense, causing turnovers.
Olympus once again going slower on offense. I don't know if I love this strategy of taking the ball out of the air this early. It's a 5-point game, as Lowe's going to shoot a deep one, and it goes in. What a shot by Gavin Lowe. The lead's out to 8.
And it felt like they've had nothing on offense in this last little bit. No plays really developing. Gavin Lowe said, all right, I'm taking it into my own hands. Made a deep 3.
Now it's Roberts. He was open from 3 right there. I'm surprised he didn't take it. Reiser's guarded tightly by Lowe. Nice screen by McKay there. Now it's Papke who's open from 3, and he was fouled by Caden Jackson. Excuse me, by Ty Goldsberry. So it'll be Papke at the line to try and get this deficit back to 5.
Yeah, these are some big free throws, because I think if you get it back to 5, that's a 3 and a layup. That's a big difference instead of a 3 and a 3 when it's this close of a game with time running out.
First one is up. It is good. Very interesting that the student section isn't making more noise on these free throws, but their strategy isn't working.
No, the silence is not working at all.
Can Papke go 3 for 3 from the line? He can. So this is back to a 5-point game. And the biggest thing for Alta on that possession, the clock stopped.
Yeah, I mean, 3 minutes left, 5-point game. Oh, there's still plenty of time for Alta to make up that deficit.
Goldsberry now, he's trying to go around Reiser, he's unable to. Now he passes it to Evans, and now to Owen. Gavin Lowe's trying to drive around Langford, doesn't have any room to. Lazarus is now guarded by McKay. He's nearly pushed out of bounds. Now Lowe is trying to get separation off of Langford. Somehow they don't call an offensive foul. Lazarus' 3 is up and it's good! What a shot by Davian Lazarus!
Wow, I mean, Gavin Lowe dropped his defender to the ground.
What a move by Dash Reiser, and that shot doesn't go in, but Alta gets the rebound. Now it's Papke with the 3. That one is no good, and Owen comes down with the rebound. Exactly what the Titans needed.
I mean, clutch from the sophomore Davian Lazarus in the corner to extend the lead.
Goldsberry now passes it to Lazarus. Lazarus to Evans. The Titans now do have the ability to let the shot clock drain down, as we're under 2 minutes left in this one. Titans up by 8. Gavin Lowe's driving, he gets around, Langford puts it up and in. Titans lead is up to 10.
Wow, Gavin Lowe with the layup on that play. Lazarus with the 3. I mean, you can't make it up. This has been an incredible game to watch, incredible scoring from both teams.
Alta has to move more quickly on offense here. Papke's shot somehow goes in, falling back, and then Coach Travis Orn calls a timeout.
Well, 8-point game here, 1:17 left. I mean, I think it's getting close to being almost impossible for Alta to come back. Obviously, we cannot say they can't after what we saw from Reiser when he brought the deficit down to 5, but it gets harder and harder. I mean, you can't expect Reiser to keep making those deep NBA threes for you in the clutch.
Alta's going to have to hope that Olympus misses some free throws. They also have to start fouling them really quickly because Olympus won't be sent to the free throw line until Alta is up to 5 fouls. So I think two more fouls and Olympus will be at the free throw line. Expect Alta to be really aggressive in trying to get a steal and trying to cause a turnover. It'll be Owen inbounding at the Titans' end, right in front of the Alta cheerleaders. Alta now with a full court press. Owen running the baseline, they get it into Lazarus, and now to Lowe. They have a 2-on-1. Lowe finds Goldsberry. He's able to not lay it up and in, but he draws the foul, so he will be at the free throw line.
So they ran 6 seconds off the clock there, and they got the foul shot. So that's actually huge because they not only got the foul, but also the shots on the 4th foul.
And Goldsberry misses the first one. That's not what you want to do if you're the Titans, because that's really the one way that Alta gets back into this one. If Olympus makes their free throws, Alta can't win this. Second one is good. And now Alta on the offensive side. It's Papke who passes it to Reiser. Reiser's looking to drive. His shot doesn't go in, but he is fouled, so he will be at the free throw line, as the number of fouls have definitely increased in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, I mean, both teams, they're playing an aggressive, fast, hard, fast break offense, and it's very much easier as a defender to foul on those fast break plays.
First one by Reiser is good. And Caden Jackson comes in for Jack Evans now.
Well, we were talking about Davian Lazarus in the previous game. Didn't have a huge offensive impact. Well, in this game, he made the clutch 3 to extend the lead to 8.
It's just the little things with him that really make the difference. And Gavin Lowe nearly has it stolen away, but Jackson is able to come down with it. Can they get it across the timeline? Yes, they can. Now Alta has to foul, but Olympus turns the ball over. It's McKay who comes down with it. Now it's Papke running up the floor quickly, and he loses control of the ball. And they say it's off of the Titans.
Wow. From our view up here, it looked like he just lost control of the ball out of bounds without anyone touching it.
I thought he did too. I didn't see how they were going to call that off of Olympus, but they did. It's Reiser who has it now. He gets around Lazarus, but he blocks it. But McKay comes down with the rebound. Now it's Papke. He's driving. His layup is no good, but he gets fouled, and he'll be at the free throw line with 35 seconds left.
And it's Reiser and Papke right now, and that's it. I mean, Reiser took a shot, got blocked. Papke got it, tried to take the shot. It's surprising that we didn't see more of this duo kind of going at it earlier in the game.
Papke's first one is up. It is good. Alta has been money from the free throw line in this second half.
Yeah, I believe it was Papke who went 3 for 3 on his clutch free throws at the end there.
Second one is up. That one is good. So Alta has cut the deficit to 5 now. Olympus can't afford a turnover. They nearly turn it over, and then a quick foul by Jackson Langford. And I believe now Olympus is in the bonus, so they will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. And the clock ran, so it looks like we have a clock issue. As they're fixing the clock, they now put 36 seconds.
Seemed like it was around 33 when the foul got called.
Yeah, they can't put 36 seconds on the clock because when he was shooting the free throw, it was at 35.3 seconds left.
Also, Olympus students, please exit the gym outside and then return inside.
They put 35.3 seconds on the clock, but I'm not sure how they're able to do that because clearly some time ran off before the foul was committed. So, but if Gavin Lowe makes his free throws, it doesn't matter. The first one is good.
And 2-possession game, 2 threes from Reiser could still tie it. But we assume they would be from Reiser or Papke.
And now there's 34 seconds on the clock. And we are not quite sure what's going on. It looks like it's Jared Larson who's explaining the clock situation to the ref. We want to thank Jared once again for all the stats he provides for our broadcasting crew. And we have the coaches arguing with each other over this clock dilemma.
Well, yeah, and the refs are trying their best to get this right because this is still a somewhat close game, so every second matters in this situation.
Game clock is reset to 34.5 seconds.
Now there's 34.5 seconds, which feels like a good compromise between the two. It's too bad we don't have replay review here where we can see what the clock was. Gavin Lowe's second free throw is up. It is good. So the timeout did not ice him at all. And now Coach Barnes wants a timeout to discuss defensive strategy. What do you think Olympus should try and do on defense here?
I think they just need to limit the 3-ball, really. I think even if you let Alta get a layup, it's still a 5-point game, still a 2-possession game. And then if you make one of your free throws on the next bonus foul, it's a 6-point game and potential for a 7-point game. So I think all they have to do is really shut down the 3, but then also keep making their free throws. And if they keep fouling Gavin Lowe, that's not going to be a problem because every shot he's taken has been clean, perfect.
And really for Alta, if you have a choice on who to foul, just foul anybody but Gavin Lowe because Gavin Lowe is so good at the line. It's rare you see him miss multiple free throws in one game.
Yeah, absolutely. He's up to 27 points. Incredible performance from Gavin Lowe.
Gavin Lowe really is everything for this Titans team, and somehow he hasn't been slowed down at all this year.
Yeah, I mean, we say it every game. We say Gavin Lowe's the #1 option. Gavin Lowe, he does most of the scoring on this team. They need to shut him down. And every game, they can't find a way to.
So it's Reiser bringing it up the floor quickly. Olympus is in a zone defense. They nearly turn the ball over. Alta does. Now they get it back to Reiser. He's going to put up a 3, and the rebound is gotten by Alta, and McKay calls a timeout quickly. But I think Olympus is going to take that. That took about 13 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, it switched hands a couple times. Took lots of time off the clock, and that's huge because now Alta has to get 7 points in 22 seconds, and that is very hard to do. The only way they could do it with 2 possessions is if they got a 3 and then a 4-point play.
What Alta needs here is they need Coach Orton to somehow draw up a play for an open 3. I feel like if they want to win this game, they need a 3 on this possession.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have to assume that would either go to Dash Reiser or Zach Papke.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're really the only 2 options on this team as of late in this game. They've been the 2 going at it, trying to score. No one else has really attempted it, so yeah.
And for the Titans, it's really don't foul. While they're shooting a 3, it might be best to just lay off a little bit so you don't give them the chance to get points at the free throw line.
Yeah, a 4-point play right here would be the worst thing that could happen to the Titans. It
will be Jackson Langford inbounding the ball for Alta. They need they need a three-pointer quickly. Reiser has it. He's able to get around low. His layup is no good, and Goldsberry comes down with the rebound, and he is fouled with 15 seconds left.
Well, that was not the play I expected to see from Alta. It was very sloppy, and Reiser kind of threw up a layup desperately.
And so we seem to be having a short timeout as Alta is substituting Boston Gray in.
For Alta, number 10, Boston Gray.
It's a little bit of trying to ice tie Goldsberry, I believe. They took a little long with that substitution.
Yeah, that was a little strange. Usually you just see players come in and out.
First one got by Goldsberry is up, and it is good. The Titans have mostly done a great job at the free throw line tonight, and towards the end of this game, they haven't missed many. Second one is up. That one doesn't bounce in, and now Alta needs a quick three. Reiser finds McKay, they find Papke. He's gonna shoot the three. That one is no good off the back of the rim, but Alta comes down with the rebound. There's 3 seconds left. This is gonna be the last possession of the game as Owen comes down with it, and the Titans have defeated Alta for the 3rd straight time, and this one with the final score of 61-53. What a game.
What a game. Gavin Lowe with 27, they could not stop him. Caden Jackson came out at the start of this second half, 3 straight threes, helped them pull away. Davian Lazarus, when it was a 5-point game, hit the clutch three. Olympus did almost everything right in the second half on offense.
And it really all started with that 3rd quarter run. You could feel the entire momentum switch. And then when Alta went on their one in the 4th quarter, Matt Barnes did a great job of calling a timeout, calming things down, and Olympus did a good job of holding on to this one. And so thank you all for watching another edition of Olympus basketball on OlyTV. Alta will continue this 3-game road trip they are on and head to Brighton on Tuesday to face the Bengals. Olympus will end their 3-game homestand that they are on with a matchup against the East Leopards on that same Tuesday at 7 p.m. We at OlyTV will of course have that game for you. For the entire production crew and Mr. Miller,
I'm James Schwartz.
And I'm Lucas Pierce. Students, have a great time at the dance. You guys did a great job of showing out tonight. If we could get more student sections like this, it would be fantastic. And everyone watching, enjoyed their 3-day weekend as we say goodnight from Olympus High School.